Good morning, Mars. Today we will be doing something a little bit different. We will be doing a more improvisational recording of my voiceover as opposed to the usual super edited thing I do. This will be for the giveaway video, so I wanted to feel a little bit more personal than the usual. What we are seeing right now in the footage is me going over the 3 finalist cars for the giveaway. Currently, I am going over the Range Rover Police, which is an ancient Corgi casting. We're looking at the window thing now. I'm still not sure if I want to keep that, to be honest. I might keep it for the top half of the vehicle. Then now we are going to the Corvette. I forget the exact name of the model, the casting. I quite like this one. It's really grown on me across the voting. As of, like, my fiddling currently on screen, I had no idea what I was going to do with it. But once I got started on the conversion, it just sort of all clicked into place. It's going to end up a little bit more basic than the other cars, but that's fine. It was a little bit more fun to do than the others for sure, for reasons we will come to at the later parts of this video. And then the third one is the Leadfoot. The Leadfoot is a mice though, and this one's an interesting case, because it doesn't have an interior, which is new to me for diecast vehicles. Like, yeah, you can see here the under chassis, and there's a window part, which I will bring up onto screen at a point, that covers up the windows, and it also holds the wheels into place. Yeah, that's a window part right there. So it covers up the windows. Hold on, let me just get a drink. It covers up the windows, it holds the wheels in place, and it also hides the fact that the car does not have an interior of any sort. So I don't like my Gaslands cars having closed windows. It's just a personal thing. So I will get rid of that window covering, and I will put in some wire mesh, scaffolding, whatever. But to achieve that, I needed to find an interior for the car. Now luckily I had this the Siku one just lying around. It's from a Mazda Siku. It's a green Mazda Siku. And it's a 2-seater car. And it fits perfectly into the Leadfoot, as you can see here. So it slides into there and it holds in just with friction. And I am just going to end up supporting that. I am still considering actually putting the under chassis back on there. Excuse me, I just end up supporting that. And yeah, I make an interior for the Leadfoot, which I'm pretty happy with. We'll see me go into further detail there. Right now, I am showing off the weathering, the pre-weathering I've done on the body of the Leadfoot, which I've done with a rotary tool, with the burr head. I do it on most of the cars. I haven't done it to the Range Rover yet. Now, I probably won't do any chassis weathering on the Corvette, because I quite like the detail on it. We'll see what I do with it as I go on. The Leadfoot, however, the weathering suits it very much. Now these are also for the Leadfoot. They are 3D prints of lifts and nice big chunky wheels, all from Thingiverse. I'll make a list of the stuff I use from Thingiverse and put it in the description. This is now the interior. I've started work here with the scaffolding. The scaffolding is so the interior is more sturdy, and also it is something that the lifts that you can see here now can cling onto. Now, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure none of these 3 cars will stay rolling, just because I'm doing some pretty intensive wheel swaps here, and it's really difficult to keep them rolling when you do that. So that is the new chassis now. It's held in place with friction, which is pretty neat. You have to push it out with a stick, but that's fine. Now, this is the Range Rover Police. I've also given it lifts, but these lifts are for tank treads. Now, I'm going to use a half-track kit specifically for the Range Rover Police. And it is also from Thingiverse. It's also pretty well made. I quite like all the Gaslands Thingiverse stuff. That's the tank treads put down for the Range Rover Police right there. I'll put some wheels down on the front of it later. Now we're gonna start work on the Corvette, and I really got on a roll here, so I did a lot more work on it in one go than I did the 2 other cars. It's a pretty simple Hot Wheel. You got your chassis, you got your interior, and you got your body. I have taken the wheels and I have replaced them with these, they're meant to be steel ones. They have this nice horizontal tread I quite like. And I've made one of them more wide set than the other set, the other pair. Yeah, I'm putting the body on backwards there. Come on past me, you can figure it out. Flip that car around. It's still backwards, man. The exhaust ports are right there. There you go. Okay, so I'm still figuring out whether I want the wider set of wheels up the front or on the back. Right now they are in the front, which looks pretty cool. It helps balance out the car a bit for some reason. If you put it in the back, it looks way too wide set. We'll see, we'll see. I orient it in the back later on once I load the weapons. We'll see how I feel about that post-build. Okay, so now these are hubcaps that I made myself in Blender. They're my learning build for Blender. They are 3D printed, of course, and I am going to fit the wheels with them just for a little bit more customization. Now, they were originally meant to be spikes, but they were way too small to come out looking like threatening spikes. So they'll just be like really edgy hubcaps for now, which I am perfectly fine with. And up next, yeah, we have done, this is a real draw the rest of the owl situation here. I've done a lot of work here. I've glued the hubcaps on. I put the window work on. I've used some supports from the 3D prints there. They make some interesting shapes. And I've also put on what I call a hard point, which is a magnet, which you can put magnetized stuff onto. So in this case, this vehicle will be receiving a... That is a missile launcher. The magnet on the roof is a 2mm, and in the missile launcher there is a 1mm magnet, not quite flush with the one on the roof, so the attachment is very soft. It's strong enough to hold, but not strong enough to like rip the magnets out of their super glue foundations. So I'm pretty happy with this as is currently. I'm still thinking about a bumper. But yeah, we'll get to the lead foot now. And I've done the same thing. I've given it a hard point. And I'm not yet sure what I want to put on the hard point. Like, looking at it now, the profile is gorgeous, to be honest. It looks like a shark. Yeah, I put down a engine block there because I didn't like the engine block. So I replaced it with the implements of carnage for now. I'm not a fan of putting something on the top there. I might give it a fin. Because look at how much of a... It looks very fishy. I'm gonna give it something that makes it look fishier, maybe. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Drive that engagement up. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so we're putting down all three now. And I'm pointing at the thing on the top of... Oh yeah, I've decided to give it wheels at this point. So we're just gonna cut away in like 3 seconds and give it wheels. And there we go, it's got wheels. Those lifts didn't print too even, so I had to green stuff them on. So I ended up with a bunch of extra green stuff. So now what I'm gonna do with that is, yeah, I'm gonna prep the foundation for the magnet on the base of the engine block for the lead foot. But also, I am going to start building up the scaffolding for the lead foot. This is an awful lot of dead footage, so I am going to talk about the... like how I approach these builds. So these builds for the giveaway, they will happen across probably 3 videos. 1 video per week. They will happen in between Cement City episodes. They'll be great for like putting out build videos like this. And I will do maybe most of them in 3 parts. And what I do is I shoot all the footage of all the work I do across the week. And then I just collate it, and then I'm just gonna talk over it like I'm doing right now. It's a bit more informal. It'll practice my improvisational speaking. And yeah, I really like the profile on that lead foot. Oh my gosh. Like that little down slope on it makes it really pop. The Corvette is also quite strong. And once I get a couple of guns onto the top of that Range Rover Police, it'll also be crazy intimidating looking. But for this week, that is the work I have done. If you have any suggestions, feel free to comment it. Color schemes are not yet set, so feel free to comment on that. And yeah, that is this build video donezo. Next week is the end of the month, so that means I will start making the next Cement City episode. So, no middle of the week video for next week. That's something I've been trying, the middle of the week videos. It's gone over pretty alright. Because, yeah, no middle of the week episode, because I will just be working on the new Cement City episode for the entire week. Right, that is me. I am Cement, so thank you very much for tuning in. Until next time.